All right, this is also going to be homework, so pay attention. Stop doing Wix, stop doing WordPress so that you can learn this next topic. We are now going to look at mass email programs that are available on the web. iContact, Constant Contact, and MailChimp are the ones we're going to look at. If any of you get bulk email from any company that you've signed up for or from maybe a local restaurant, it's very likely that they're using one of these. So iContact is the one that I've used the most, but I no longer have. Is that what I expected to see? iContact.com. There we go. Email marketing made easy. There's a free 30-day trial, unlimited sending, support. There are different pricing plans. So for under a certain amount of subscribers, say you have under 500 subscribers, it's free. If you have up to 5,000, it's this price point. If you have up to 20,000, it's this price point. So again, you can make an account on here. That's one of them. The other one is Constant Contact. ConstantContact.com. And often at the bottom of bulk emails that you get from companies, you will see at the very bottom, powered by Constant Contact or sent by Constant Contact. So this is another one where you can start with a free trial, or you can see what their pricing formats are. The one that we're going to work in and set up a free one today is MailChimp. And the cool thing about all of these is that they all integrate with WordPress and probably Wix also. So if you had an account through MailChimp, you could set up something in your WordPress site where people can sign up for your e-newsletter right in your website. And as they type in their information, it all goes to MailChimp and goes in the database there and is stored there. So they work together. iContact and Constant Contact are the same way. So we probably need to do a free version, but let's just take a peek at some other things here. We'll look at pricing. And the $0 one is the one that we're definitely going to want to use, and then the two other plans that they have. But let's start, whether you are on the free pricing page or you're on this main page where it says sign up for free, let's do that. And use again your fake Gmail account that we've set up for this class. And again, write down this in your notes somewhere. This one has some rules with the password the way it looks. We have to use some uppercase and some characters. So make sure you make a password that suits their rules. And that's going to send an email to that fake Gmail account to activate it. We're lucky we haven't hit this 1,000 times over today, because that usually is pretty common. So hopefully you can log into that fake Gmail and activate the account. Then it's saying if you didn't get an email, which I haven't yet, it may take a few minutes. It may be in your spam folder. Email address might have had a typo. Blah, blah, blah. Re-enter your email and try again. No spam. Suppose it's just going to take a while. That'll be our luck on it. Anybody get this to work already?
It says to add my address.
Is a safe sender?
It says that they don't want to have you breaking the international anti-spam law.
Correct.
So they need your physical address.
Yes. So your screen's ahead of me.
Okay.
You got it to work. Yeah, I'll talk about that in a second. Use a fake one, but you do have to do it.
Your email has to match.
Oh boy, that means I typed it in wrong somewhere.
In the email.
Your emails.
Oh, I didn't type that in. Eesh. That's my username. Check your email. I will. Oh, that's why I'm typing it in wrong. Oh boy. Gotta love all these fake identities. Let's try this again. Bear with me, folks. Sign up for free. It is LTC. Gosh. Okay, so finally I'm caught up to you guys. I got my email. I'm going to click on Activate Account. Confirm you're a human. Boy, this is fun. Oh, not this again. All squares with a taxi. This is fun. Did you guys all get through this already? All right, so now we can start working on this from the standpoint of we're going to be sending bulk emails from our business to the people that sign up for our newsletters. So we'll start here with the tell us about yourself. Go ahead and type in, if you haven't already done that, you're probably way ahead of me, your name. And then tell us about your business. What is the name of your business? And do you have a website? And yes or no. So type that in. And let's just say no to the website for now. So we haven't set one up yet. Okay, this part you absolutely do have to do. So this was what you're asking about, C. Because of the international anti-spam laws, or the ICANN laws, you have to have a physical address for your business or they won't let you send out emails to people, because people need to know where they could physically contact you and or request to be off of your bulk email list. So a couple of laws that happen are you have to be able to opt out of email newsletters. So say you went to the Gap 100 years ago and you still keep getting their emails and you don't want to anymore. At the very bottom of every email that's sent out like this, there should be a way to opt out, change your subscription, and their physical mailing address should always be at the very bottom. So we have to put in something, so put in something fake. Main Street, Sheboygan, Wisconsin, whatever. So you have to have a physical address. Okay, then it's going to say, do you have a list of email subscribers? If you've been maybe going to trade shows and you have a sign up for people and they enter to win something and they write down their address, their email address, and you have that all entered in Excel, this is where you can say yes and you can import that Excel document. If you don't have that, which we don't, we're going to have to enter our people person by person. you would say no. But if you do have an email database ready to go, that's awesome. So we're going to say, nope, sorry, and you say, we'll help you. So click continue. Do you want to share your campaigns with your followers on social media? In the real world, you clearly would want to do this as your business. So you'd activate those, but we're not going to for right now. And let's find your marketing path. We have tools to get you going. Tell us a little bit about your business and we'll recommend where to start. Let's just click the not right now. The okay, let's do this would lead us through something. So we're just going to say not right now. If you want to subscribe to their newsletter for tips on using MailChimp, you could do that right there. And I'm going to just click let's go. All right, so the first thing, we're just going to go through some tutorials here. Your list is now called your audience. This new view helps you learn more about your contacts at a glance and target your campaigns based on insights. If you have more than one audience, you'll see them all in the new drop-down. So think about a company like a restaurant. Or let me think of something that might be a little bit better. Let's think about a company that's a clothing store. And you sell, you're like a Yonkers or a Boston store used to be, where you have clothing for everybody, men, women, children, everything. So if you had your subscribers and you knew their name, their email, but at some point you got them to give you more information like how old they are, male or female, things like that, you can then segment your big list, like these are all the people who have ever bought here, but you can say Amy is female and tends to like these brands. And you could target anybody that falls in these specific pools with your emails. You could say, I only want to send this to females who are in this zip code, who are in this age bracket, who have bought Levi's before. It can be that detailed in your email marketing campaigns, that targeted. You can also send out mass emails and then in your hyperlinks that you have, track who sees them. So I used to send out with our old company where it would be, here's what's going on. Are you interested in this wine dinner? Are you interested in St. Patrick's Day party? And it wasn't those questions. It was just, hey, we're having a wine dinner. See the menu here. Hey, we're having a St. Patrick's Day party. View the menu here. Whoever clicked on that, that went into their record, if you will. And I could see that Amy clicked on St. Patrick's Day party. I could also just go and whoever clicked on the wine dinner menu, say 40 people did, I could retarget them with one click of the mouse and send just those 40 people a follow-up email. So it's really drilled in marketing, really specific, not just blasting an overall message to everybody over and over and over again. If you have a database of 20,000 followers, not everybody's interested in the same stuff. You want to segment that out. In our case with our fake small companies, where we're going to have a database of maybe 10 people, yes, we're going to send it out to all 10. So that's the first thing is your audience or your list. So first step is 25% complete. Start designing your first emails, what we want to do. So we can start from an Instagram post, which we don't have. We can start from scratch, or we can start from a simple layout with templates. So templates are usually pretty helpful. Let's click on that. And we're going to pick a template. So think about your business right now. You're going to come back and tweak this because the first thing you're going to do for your homework is make that website. Then I want your emails to have a matching look. If your website has pinks and is very floral, I want you to find a template that complements that, that looks like it came from the exact same company. You don't want them to be all different. So what do we want to do? Do we want to go with different layouts? Do we want to look at a specific theme? And again, you can search themes by what's important here. So maybe we want to do an Easter blast because something's coming up for Easter. So if we click on holiday, maybe there is an Easter one in here as a preset option. Of course not. Floating skulls. I don't know what holiday that is, but that's very interesting. Let's try something else here. Just want to do a basic newsletter, so I clicked on that theme. And maybe I like the looks of, I don't know, this theme, Neapolitan. So I click on that. And Here it shows me what the email could look like. This is your logo. So using the edit buttons, you can click on that and update your logo, or you can type in some text. Just like we were in Wix or WordPress, any of these blocks that you hover over, you have editing options. You have an option to duplicate that. You have an option to get rid of it, so delete the block. If you want to pull in just an image, you click on it over here and drag it into your template and drop it off. After you get it the way you want it, you can save that as a template. So in the real world, once you get an email template for your business set up, you don't want to have to recreate that every single time. If you have a header with certain colors and your logo up there and you have your address at the bottom, you don't want to have to retype that over and over and over. So you would do a save as a template. If you're happy with it, you can do the preview test, you can do a test email send, all these different options. If you get it where you want it, you click Save and Close. I'm just going through this real quickly to show you how to do it. Now it's saying, where do you want to send it? Who are you sending this campaign to? Add recipients. So we would click here, and we would choose an audience. We don't have any audiences predefined yet, other than ourselves. So that's not an option we can do without first making our audience. So maybe we don't want to do that quite yet. But once we do set up our audience of 10 people that are getting our emails, we would just choose them from this drop-down list. You can change that. So if you're a business that has lots of different subcategories, it could come from a person, it could come from the restaurant, it could come from the banquet hall, whatever you wanted it to be, you could change that from line. The subject is what shows up in people's email, and writing subject lines is an art because some you want to open and some you don't. Also, those are checked, spam filters check those. So if you have words like free in your subject line, it's going to get tagged as potential spam. Some of these software programs won't even let you send them because they don't want to be known as a company that allows spam either. So there is usually an option to check your email for spam worthiness and other things. And that'll tell you, you have some suspicious words in here. You might want to change that. Don't use free in your subject line, things like that. All right, I'm going to click this finish later up here. And then in the audience, let's take a peek at that. This audience has one contact, one of them are subscribers. I can view them or manage them. View is just going to be you, yourself. So in manage, we can add subscribers, import them through Excel. We can build sign-up forms and embed those in our websites so that we don't have to do the typing in. The end person, the customer, types in their own thing, says they want to be in our newsletter on a form on our website, and it automatically goes to MailChimp. So that's perfect. Let's go to add a subscriber, and this is where we're going to add them one at a time. So the email address, the one subscriber that you all have to have is me. I need to see your email as part of your homework. So go ahead and add my school address, which is brenda.bachman@go2ltc.edu. The address stuff, remember, why would you want to type all that in? Well, what if you only want this email to go to people who live on the north side of Sheboygan? Is there a way to hone down and figure that out? There is. It's way more detailed. Zip code is like gold in marketing because you want to know, if you ever want to target by geographical regions, knowing their zip code is really important. So put in some fake addresses here. I'll do LTCs, 1290 North Avenue, Cleveland, 53015. Phone number, if you had it, fake that. Birthday, a lot of times when you sign up for emails or contests, they ask for your birthday day and month. This is, again, marketing gold. Why not send people an email on their birthday and give them 10% off or a free cupcake if they come in for dinner or whatever? So having somebody's birthday is also good, and you can personalize these emails based on what you're writing in here. So my email would come to me and it would say, hey Brenda, happy birthday on my birthday. That creates a connection. All right, this person gave me permission to email them. Yes, if you don't check that, it won't work because no software is going to allow you to put in email addresses without that person's permission. So if you do a raffle at a trade show and people sign up, that's them giving permission. They understand that when they're filling out that form and putting on their email address that they're probably going to get bombarded with emails. You guys know that when you go to a store and they ask for your email address, that's what they're using it for. So that's the permission. If this person is already on my list, but I'm adding new information, go ahead and update them. So then you do that and you say subscribe. Oops, Brenda Bachman. Oh yeah, that's me. I forgot. I got to add me. Well, that's who you guys have to add. So you did that, right? Mm-hmm. And it said success, I assume? Mm-hmm. So the other piece of your homework is you need to make a database of at least 5 to 10 people. I have to be one of them. So get your classmates, get your friends, get your spouse, get your parents, whoever, so that I can see that you have a database of at least 5 people, and that's your audience. And then you're going to create an email in MailChimp, and you're going to make it look like your website with color or a theme that is complementary to your website. And you're going to send out an email offer. What things would be, I've almost kind of forgotten what your businesses are. Who can tell me what their pretend business is so I kind of click back into this?
In concrete.
Concrete? Okay. So what would maybe an email be that you would send out to your customers?
About our different jobs that we do.
Okay, but that's more informational. So they probably already know that, like specific. Think of emails are usually offers or sales or events or promotions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Think of something like that because what you offer, they probably already know if they're on your email list or they can find that on your website in general. You might say, now that the snow's melted, is your driveway a hot mess with 10,000 cracks from all of the snow plowing this winter? We can help. 10% off this week. Something like that. So think of what your businesses are and what it would be. Or you could pretend it's my birthday and say, happy birthday, Brenda. You can have 10% off your order at your awesome boutique online store. Okay, make sense? That's what you're doing for homework, a website and an email campaign. And it's trial and error playing around with this software and having fun with it. I would recommend you stop doing this and go back to building your website first so that your email campaign looks matchy as best it can. Okay? Any questions? You have the rest of the time to work. I can help you troubleshoot, but I don't work in any of these day in and day out, so I'll be doing the same thing you will be doing, is troubleshooting. WordPress.org, that version I'm much more proficient in. And I used to have a database of 25,000 people in iContact that I could show you, but I don't anymore. So, but the cool thing about these email marketing programs like MailChimp, like I said, is you can target. Include some hyperlinks in your email. Say, visit our pricing page and make a fake address for that, because again, anybody that clicks on that link in your email, in real life, you would be able to see who they were, what day and time they tracked, and then later you could send them a follow-up, like, were you interested in this service? Here's 10% off. It's really powerful and it's really fun, and any business you're at, I would guess, has some sort of automated email marketing system. So ask if any of you guys have jobs also. Just out of curiosity, ask your employer if they have a mass email marketing campaign. Or, the hard way is to do it through Outlook, and you can only do about, I think if you do more than 50 names in the to box, it flags it as spam. So maybe you can do 10 or 20 at a time, and then you have to wait. If you queue them all up, you're going to get queued as spam also. So doing it straight through Outlook is not as fun and pretty and useful, and you can't track all the back data like you can here. Questions, comments, concerns? Okay, go build fun stuff.